Oh, hello, my dears. Prepare yourselves for an adventure into a land of pure, unadulterated magic. I'm talking about Norway, a country sculpted by ancient glaciers and steeped in Viking lore. Imagine towering fjords, their inky waters reflecting majestic snow-dusted peaks that stretch as far as the eye can see. Picture cascading waterfalls tumbling down emerald green hillsides like silver ribbons. Think of the ethereal dance of the northern lights painting the Arctic sky in hues of green and violet. This, my darlings, is Norway, a symphony of natural beauty that will simply take your breath away. It's a place where every turn in the road reveals a vista more stunning than the last, truly a feast for the senses. For those of us who adore the great outdoors, Norway is nothing short of paradise. It's a playground for the adventurous spirit, where you can hike to staggering viewpoints, kayak through serene fjords, or simply sit and absorb the profound tranquility. The air here is so crisp, so clean, it feels like a tonic for the soul. You'll find yourself wanting to explore every nook and cranny, from the charming fishing villages clinging to the coastline to the vast, silent plateaus of the interior. It's a country that invites you to connect with nature on a deeply personal level, to feel small against its grandeur, yet wonderfully alive and invigorated. It is an experience that stays with you, long after you've returned home. Now, how best to soak up all this splendor, you ask? A road trip, my friends, is unequivocally the answer. Imagine having the freedom to stop whenever a breathtaking view commands your attention, to linger in a picturesque village, or to take an impromptu detour down a winding country lane. A car gives you the keys to the kingdom, allowing you to explore at your own pace, uncovering hidden gems that larger tours might miss. You can pack your own picnics, choose your own charming campsites, and truly immerse yourselves in the rhythm of Norwegian life. It's the ultimate way to experience the sheer scale and diversity of this magnificent land, a truly personal pilgrimage. So, fasten your seatbelts, darlings, because we're about to embark on an epic 10-day itinerary designed to showcase the very best of Norway, all while keeping a keen eye on the pennies. We'll journey from the vibrant capital Oslo through dramatic fjordlands over iconic mountain passes, touch the wild beauty of the north, and conclude in the historic city of Bergen. This will be a whirlwind, yes, but an utterly unforgettable one, filled with moments of awe and wonder. It's a chance to create your own Norwegian saga, a story you'll be telling for years to come, full of crisp air and glorious sights. Our adventure begins in Oslo, Norway's rather stylish capital. On day one, after settling in, you simply must visit the Vigeland Sculpture Park. It's an extraordinary open-air museum filled with Gustav Vigeland's powerful human figures, quite thought-provoking, I must say. Then, delve into history at the Viking Ship Museum on the Big Doy Peninsula. Seeing those ancient vessels is truly awe-inspiring. For a budget-friendly stay, consider Anchor Hostel or a campsite on the outskirts. And for food, supermarkets are your best friends. Pick up some delicious bread, cheese, and perhaps a traditional Poles, that's a sausage, from a street vendor for a true taste of Oslo without breaking the bank, my dears. Day 2 sees us hitting the road, driving from Oslo towards the heart of the fjords to the charming village of Flam. The drive itself is a spectacle, with landscapes gradually transforming from gentle hills to dramatic valleys. Do make a stop at the Borgen Stave Church, an incredible wooden marvel dating back to the 12th century. It's like stepping into a fairy tale. Once in Flam, the famous Flam Railway is an option, though it can be a tad pricey. Alternatively, simply enjoy the stunning scenery around the Arlandsfjord. For accommodation, Flam Camping offers lovely spots, or look for a local guest house. A picnic lunch by the fjord is an absolute must. The views are simply divine and wonderfully free. On day 3, we journey from Flam to the legendary Geirangerfjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and my word, you'll see why. Start by driving up to the Stegestein viewpoint for a heart-stopping panorama over the Arlandsfjord. It's utterly breathtaking. Then, take the Arlandsfjellet Scenic Route, also known as the Snow Road, if it's open, which is usually June through October. It's a wild, beautiful drive over the mountains. The highlight, of course, is the ferry journey through the Geirangerfjord itself, past famous waterfalls like the Seven Sisters and the Suder. For your overnight stay, Geiranger Camping is ideally located, or try Hellesilt Vandregem at the other end of the fjord. Cooking your own meals remains the budget-savvy choice. This initial leg of your journey is a glorious immersion into what makes Norway so special. You'll witness the transition from urban sophistication to raw, untamed nature. The fjords, carved by ancient ice, are on such a monumental scale that they truly make you feel the power of the natural world. Remember to take your time on the drives. The journey itself is as much a part of the adventure as the destinations. Keep your cameras ready, my darlings, because every bend in the road offers a new postcard-perfect view. It's a photographer's dream, and a nature lover's absolute delight, a truly captivating start to our grand tour. Day 4 is all about iconic drives. From Geiranger we head towards the legendary Trollsteigen, the Troll's Ladder. This mountain pass, with its 11 hairpin bends, is an engineering marvel, and offers simply staggering views. Do check its opening dates, usually late May or June to October, as it can be closed due to snow. Before or after, stop at the Gudbrandsdjuvit Gorge, a dramatic ravine with a clever viewing platform. Then it's onwards towards the Atlantic Road, another masterpiece of road construction. For the night, find a campsite near Molde, or even along the Atlantic Road itself, for an unforgettable sunset. Self-catering is still the way to go, but perhaps treat yourself to a delicious Norwegian svalli. That's a sweet pancake from a roadside stall. On day 5, you'll fully experience the Atlantic Road, or Atlanterhavsveien. This unique stretch of highway skips and hops across an archipelago of small islands and skerries connected by 8 extraordinary bridges. The Storsøysundet Bridge, with its dramatic curve, is particularly famous. It's like driving over the sea itself. Take your time, stop at the designated viewpoints, and breathe in that fresh, salty air. Afterwards, continue to the charming coastal town of Kristiansund, spread across several islands. Explore its colorful harbor and learn about its history as a klippfisk, or dried cod, town. Kristiansund camping or a budget-friendly hotel will provide a comfortable night's rest. You could splurge on some fresh seafood or stick to supermarket finds. Day 6 involves a scenic drive from Kristiansund up the coast towards Trondheim, Norway's 3rd largest city and its first capital. The journey offers more lovely coastal views and glimpses of rural Norwegian life. Once in Trondheim, you'll find a city rich in history and culture. The magnificent Nidaros Cathedral, a Gothic masterpiece, is an absolute must-see. It's the northernmost medieval cathedral in the world. Stroll across the Old Town Bridge, Gamle Bybro, for charming views of the colorful wooden warehouses lining the Nidelva River. For your stay, Trondheim Vandrehjem, that's a hostel, is a good option, or look for campsites further from the city center. Student-friendly cafes can offer more affordable meals here. These 3 days are a testament to Norway's incredible engineering prowess, seamlessly blending man-made structures with the wild natural landscape. From the dizzying heights of Trollsteigen to the ocean-hugging curves of the Atlantic Road, it's a driver's dream. Trondheim then offers a wonderful contrast, a historic city with a vibrant atmosphere, a place to reflect on the Viking kings and archbishops who shaped its past. It's a journey through diverse terrains, from mountain passes to coastal fringes, each offering its own unique charm and breathtaking beauty. Keep your eyes peeled for those unexpected moments of magic. They are everywhere. Now, for a truly ambitious and utterly spectacular leg, Day 7 takes us towards the Arctic. Reaching the Lofoten Islands from Trondheim in a short time frame on a road trip is a grand undertaking. The most feasible option within our 10-day schedule involves a flight. You might fly from Trondheim to Bodo and then take a scenic ferry across to Moskenes and Lofoten. Alternatively, a very, very long drive is possible but would consume much of your precious time. Once in Lofoten, you'll be greeted by jagged peaks rising dramatically from the sea, picturesque fishing villages with red rohrbuer, those classic fishermen's cabins, and pristine beaches. Settle into your chosen rohrbu, which can be budget-friendly if shared, or find a wild camping spot with an unforgettable view. Day 8 is dedicated to exploring the breathtaking beauty of the Lofoten archipelago. Visit the iconic villages of Reyne and A, which honestly look like they've been plucked straight from a postcard. For the adventurous, a hike up Reinebringen, if you're fit and conditions allow, it's a strenuous climb, offers unparalleled views. Or you can simply relax on the white sands of Hawkland Beach or Udakleiv Beach. Yes, Arctic beaches. If you're traveling between late September and March, keep an eye out for the magical northern lights dancing across the night sky. Cooking your own meals will be essential for budget travel here, perhaps trying some locally caught fish or traditional stockfish if you find a good deal. Day 9 is largely a travel day. as we make our way from the Arctic wonders of Lofoten down to the charming Hanseatic city of Bergen. You'll likely need to take a flight from Leknes or Svolvær in Lofoten, possibly connecting via Bodo or Oslo to Bergen. Once you arrive and settle into your accommodation, perhaps the Bergen YMCA hostel or a campsite a little outside the city, you can begin to explore. Take an initial wander around Bryggen Wharf, the historic heart of Bergen, with its colorful wooden houses. The atmosphere here is simply captivating, a real step back in time. For dinner, the fish market offers tempting treats, but can be pricey, so supermarket options are still your friend. Our final day, Day 10, is for soaking up more of Bergen's unique charm before your departure. A trip up the Fløibanen funicular to Mount Fløyen is an absolute must, offering panoramic views of the city, fjords, and surrounding islands. Explore more of Bryggen, perhaps visiting the Hanseatic Museum to learn about the merchants who once thrived here. Wander through the narrow alleyways, browse the artisan shops, and enjoy a skillingsbolle, that's a cinnamon bun, from a local bakery, a delicious farewell treat. Bergen is a city that beautifully blends history with a vibrant modern culture, a perfect place to conclude your incredible Norwegian road trip. It's a city that will capture your heart, I promise you. Right then, my clever travelers, let's talk about keeping those Norwegian kroner in your purse. Transportation is a big one. Renting a car is essential for this kind of trip, and booking well in advance, especially if you need an automatic, is key. Manual cars are often cheaper, so if you can drive one, do. Fuel can be pricey, so consider a smaller fuel-efficient vehicle. Be aware of toll roads. Many are automated with an auto pass system. Your rental company will usually sort this out, adding it to your bill, but it's good to be mindful. Sharing the driving and the costs with a companion makes a huge difference to the overall expense. Food, glorious food. Eating out in Norway can be famously expensive, but fear not. Supermarkets like Rema 1000, Kiwi, and Coop Extra will become your absolute best friends. Stock up on staples like bread, pasta, cheese, fruit, and vegetables. Plan your meals and cook for yourselves whenever possible, especially if you're camping or staying in hostels with kitchen facilities. Norwegian tap water is some of the purest in the world, so there's no need to buy bottled water. Just refill your reusable bottle. Limiting alcohol consumption will also save a significant amount as it's heavily taxed. A hearty picnic amidst stunning scenery is often far more memorable than a costly restaurant meal anyway. Now, where to lay your head without emptying your wallet? Camping is a fantastic option in Norway. Thanks to Allemannsretten, the right to roam, wild camping is permitted in many areas for free, provided you follow the rules. Stay at least 150 meters from the nearest inhabited house or cabin, leave no trace, and don't stay for more than 2 nights in one spot. Paid campsites are also plentiful, offering excellent facilities like showers, kitchens, and laundry. Hostels, vandrehjem, are another great budget choice, offering dorm beds or private rooms. Guest houses, pensionat or gestehus, can also offer good value. Always book ahead, especially during the peak summer months of July and August. Finally, a few practicalities. The Norwegian weather is famously changeable even in summer. Layers are absolutely crucial. Pack thermal underwear, fleeces, a waterproof and windproof jacket, and sturdy hiking boots, even if you only plan on short walks. A warm hat and gloves are also wise. The currency is the Norwegian krone. Credit and debit cards are very widely accepted, often more so than cash, particularly for things like parking or ferries. Ensure you have a card with low foreign transaction fees. And don't forget your travel insurance, my dears. It's always better to be safe than sorry on any adventure. Let's crunch some numbers, shall we? A sample budget for 2 people embarking on this marvelous 10-day Norwegian escapade, aiming for a thrifty approach, might look something like this. Car rental could range from 500 to 700 euros, depending on the vehicle and time of year. Petrol, gasoline, might set you back around 300 to 400 euros given the distances. For food, if you're diligently self-catering, budget around 400 to 500 euros for 2. Accommodation, mixing wild camping, paid campsites and hostels, could be managed for 300 to 500 euros. Activities, such as essential ferries, like Geirangerfjord and to Lofoten if not flying, and a few museum entries, could be around 200 to 300 euros. This brings a rough total to between 1,700 and 2,400 euros for 2 people, or 850 to 1,200 euros per person. To really stretch those kroner, remember these golden rules. Traveling in the shoulder seasons, May to June or September, can mean lower prices and fewer crowds than in July and August. Booking your car rental and any essential accommodation or flights, like for Lofoten, as far in advance as possible usually secures better rates. Embrace the joy of wild camping. It's free and offers unparalleled experiences, but always be respectful of nature and the rules. Make cooking your own meals an enjoyable part of the adventure. Prioritize free activities like hiking and exploring scenic viewpoints. Norway's greatest treasures are often its natural ones, which cost nothing to behold. One of the greatest lessons from a trip like this is the importance of flexibility. While an itinerary is a wonderful guide, don't be afraid to deviate if you discover a hidden gem or if the weather throws a delightful or challenging curveball. Embrace the slower pace that road tripping allows, even on a packed schedule. Sometimes the most magical moments are unplanned. A spontaneous stop by a rushing river, a chat with a friendly local, or simply watching the clouds drift over a mountain peak. The true beauty of Norway isn't just in the famous sights, but in the feeling it evokes, a sense of peace, wonder, and profound connection to the natural world. So, my adventurous darlings, Norway awaits. Yes, it requires a bit of planning and can be an investment, but the rewards are immeasurable. The landscapes will etch themselves onto your soul, the fresh air will invigorate you, and the memories you create will last a lifetime. Don't just dream about those majestic fjords and winding roads, make it happen. Pack your bags, gather your maps and your spirit of adventure, and go forth to write your own Norwegian saga. It will be, I assure you, absolutely, unequivocally, marvelously worth it. Happy travels.